So I don't believe that Jesus is a Muslim, obviously, because Muhammad and Islam came 600 years later after Jesus. So I'm saying historically, it literally doesn't make sense to say that Jesus was a Muslim when Islam came after. So that's my position, right? But Muslims say, well, no, Jesus was a Muslim. You know, all the prophets were Muslim. And I'm just saying that doesn't line up with what history shows us about these people.
Okay, so do you believe Jesus was the Son of God?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because that's what he says in the gospel. In the Injil, the gospel, he says that I am the Son of God. He says that, if you believe in me, no one would perish, but you'll have everlasting life. And without believing in me, then you have to face God's wrath, right? So salvation is in him. That's what he says. So he says he's the Son of God, and he says to prove it, I'm going to die for your sins, and I'm also going to rise again in 3 days, which he did. And so because he rose again, it proved everything he said about himself was true, which included being the Son of God.
We don't believe that you can have a Son of God because that means that God is a living, has a face, has hands, has emotions, we don't believe that.
So we don't believe that when God says that he has a son, that he gave his son, that he did it through human means or sexual means or stuff like that.
No, yeah,
right.
Exactly.
He can have a son of himself without any human attributes to him. He could just have a son if he wants to. Even the Quran says that. The Quran says if he wanted to have a son, he could. You know. But unfortunately, the Quran says this: that if Allah were to have a son, he would need a mate. So the Quran puts Allah in this light of humanity where he can't have a son unless there was a mate companion like him that he can have a son with. In the gospel, in the Torah, it teaches that God can have sons without a mate. He doesn't need a mate or have these human attributes in order to have children.
But that's why we don't believe that he is the son. We can't say that he's the son because there is no way for Allah to have a mate.
So I got you. So now let's go this way. So in the Quran it teaches Allah doesn't have a son.
Right.
In the gospel, Jesus says, I am the son.
Right.
Who do I go with?
You went Christian. That's what I was saying.
Okay.